I'd love to obviously start with just an intro of obviously who you are.
Yep.
Talk a bit about that, and we'll stick on that for a minute and keep rolling.
For sure. Jake Wood, born and raised in Georgetown, Ontario.
Yeah.
So I pretty much played house league in Georgetown growing up. Played for the Junior Raiders back in the day in Select 7. And then when AAA came around, I played for the Halton Hurricanes all the way from minor Adam to minor midget. So.
Yep.
So, funny story, James Richmond, who's the coach of the Steelheads now, was coaching the Georgetown Raiders in the OJ.
Okay.
And he wanted me as a 16-year-old to play at home. I was going to play at home. Like, it would have been great. I had already committed to prep school, and my dad's a big believer in if you make a commitment, you got to go.
Of course. So
we bailed on JR and went down to prep school called the Gunnery.
Yeah.
So I played 3 years there. I got a scholarship in grade 11 to play at RPI.
Wow.
After my 3 years and I graduated from the school, I was become part of the alumni network, which was pretty cool, and had an offer to go to play in the BCHL.
Yeah.
And then ended up getting drafted in the second round to the USHL.
Wow.
So
that's awesome.
At the time, I didn't even know what the USHL was, to be honest with you.
Right.
Like I had no clue. All I knew was the OHL and college hockey.
Right.
So I got drafted to the Lincoln Stars, went to their camp, and just immediately fell in love. It's pretty much the OHL, but in the U.S., right? So it was at the time it was the number one league in the world to produce NCAA Division I players.
Damn.
And on that team that I played with that year, we had 6 guys playing the NHL.
Oh wow.
So it was a good experience, like living in Lincoln, Nebraska, living with a billet family.
Yeah.
Like when I was in Lincoln, there was 4 of us that actually were committed to RPI, and we all went into RPI the following year as freshmen together.
Wow.
So we played 5 years together.
That's unreal.
Yeah, it was unreal. So I played 4 years at RPI, Rensselaer Polytechnic Institute.
Yeah.
Really good engineering school.
Phenomenal
at the time. Yeah, like it was number 2 behind MIT in engineering.
Yep.
I didn't take engineering. I was a business management major with a minor in psychology.
Okay. Yeah.
So my dad's kind of in the business world. He owns a Toyota dealership in Georgetown. He's been there for 32 years. So the path was to maybe step in and work for dad. But then I took a complete left turn. So after college, I played 2 years in the East Coast League.
Yep.
1 year in Manchester under LA.
Mm-hmm.
And then my second year was in Norfolk under Robbie Fatorik.
Hampton Roads.
Remember that name, Robbie Fatorik?
Wow. That's like a blast.
Won the cup 3 times in the NHL.
Right.
And he's the coach that was with New Jersey that threw the bench on the ice. So that was our coach in Norfolk.
Holy shit.
Robbie was like probably the best coach I've ever had.
Wow, that's amazing.
Like, best player to coach, like relationship that any of us, like he's just an unbelievable guy.
Yeah.
Like, last year was 2018-19, then COVID hit in 2020, and I was actually signed to go back to Norfolk. Robbie got fired because the new owner came in, and I don't want to go in like and the season get canceled. Now I'm stuck here.
Yes.
There's a lot of uncertainty.
Tons.
So I got into coaching.
Yeah.
I was with the 05s at the Hurricanes. And we got that season obviously got canceled.
Yep.
And then been coaching kind of minor hockey at the same time. So last 5 years I've been coaching U16.
Jeez.
In the last 2 years I've had 48 players drafted the OHL, including first overall picks, Schaefer and Belchez. And this year was kind of cool to see our guys that we've trained over the years get drafted to the NHL. And
absolutely.
last year I was a player development coach in Brampton.
Yeah.
And doing U16, and this year I got hired as assistant coach. So it'll be a challenge. It'll be a new challenge, but I'm really looking forward to it. We're gonna have a young group in Brampton.
Yep.
We start camp on Monday, so we've got 62 players attending, and we've got like I think it's 3 or 4 spots opened up. So up front. So it's gonna be fun. I'm looking forward to hitting the ground running.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah. What a run. There's so much to unpack. When you break it down like that. Like
it's
I would say it's probably not a very traditional, I don't think it's a really traditional path anymore.
No.
Especially with D1
it was a unique
opening
path then too.
Right. Yeah, it would have been, right?
Like no one had heard of prep school.
No.
Like, I was like one of the first Canadians to go to the Gunnery.
Right.
And now actually Alex Taylor that played for me last year, he's going there.
When you would have left home, you would have been 16?
As soon as I turned 16, I moved into my dorm.
I was going to say, you're gone.
And then I was there until 27.
Wow.
So I'll always remember when my dad and my mom dropped me off.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I want you to look around. Like, my dad's like, I want you to look around. I'm like, I'm like, this space? He's like, no, like in general, like just look around. You might be here for a long time.
Right.
I didn't really, like at that age, I'm like, what is this guy talking about?
Yeah, right.
Okay, 11 years later,
right.
I'm still in the States.
That's insane.
Right. So it was a big move.
That's a great one.
But I enjoyed it. Like when I was at prep school, I played 3 sports. I played soccer on the varsity team, played hockey, and then on the first 2 years was lacrosse.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, and then
cool.
I had an ankle injury, and so the RPI said to me, "He's like, we don't want you playing lacrosse anymore." So
right.
I played on the golf team.
It
was unreal.
That's fantastic.
I wish I did that all 3 years.
I was
honestly,
say, that would have been a way different jam.
We go out and play 9 holes every day after class. Like,
damn. Oh, wow.
In the springtime when hockey season is done.
Right.
It was unbelievable.
Oh, my God.
Yeah.
That would be not even a job. Yeah. Right. That's fantastic.
It was unreal.
That's fantastic.
Yeah.
That's
unreal. Great. You really understand what you went through as a player, right?
Yeah.
Especially now with like this whole OHL, CHL, and NCAA opening up.
Yeah.
And now even in minor hockey, open borders.
Yes.
Like it's players' right now.
Those 2 things happened at the same time last year. Well, the same year, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Crazy, right?
So you said player opposite. What did you say? Player
rights.
Player rights. Yeah.
Go true. Wherever you want.
It's true. How's that changed? With the kids or with the coaching?
Well, right now, for
like
if you look at we'll talk about minor hockey first.
Sure,
right?
Let's talk about that. Yeah.
And I would love to see players try and play for the same coach for at least 3 to 4 years.
Right. Yeah.
Because in your first year, you're adjusting. Your second year, you might start picking up like what he's talking about. Yeah. In the third year, you're in the system. You understand what's going on.
Right.
And you look at the minor hockey teams that have had success in the OHL Cup at U16. They've all been together since they're young.
Right.
The Don Mills Flyers in the 09s, the Junior Canadians of the 09s, right?
Yeah.
Like at the Huron Perth Lakers, who were a really good team this past year.
Well, your team, were they together for a while?
No, because I kept going U16 to U16, right?
Okay.
So every year I'd go in and make 8 changes.
Yes.
And it's hard.
That's hard.
It's really hard to try and get all the kids to buy in. Brand new system. A lot of kids I coached last year didn't know what a system was, right? So reteaching them and having them learn. And then hopefully by December when you hit the Silver Stick, which is the first biggest event, you hope that you're hit the ground running. Yeah. If not, you're hoping that by end of January you're finally going, right?
Yeah.
So we actually ended up having a really good. We won the OMHAs.
Yes.
First team in 39 years in our organization, which is crazy to think about because the 07s had Matthew Schaefer and Tyler Hawkins.
Holy shit!
And they never won. They never won the OMHAs. So
that's wild.
Yeah, we ended up winning the OMHAs and we were a game shy of making the quarterfinals in the OHL Cup.
Yeah.
Yeah, like it's crazy to think that these players can go wherever they want now.
Yes. Yeah.
And you're kind of seeing that too in college hockey now. Because when I was playing in college hockey, you go to school, you're there for 4 years.
Yeah.
If you wanted to transfer, you burnt a year of eligibility. So let's say I'm in my second year at school.
Yep.
And I want to transfer to Boston University or Boston College.
Yep.
I have to sit a full year, and I only get 1 year left of eligibility to play for that school.
Oh, that's not good.
Whereas now,
you
can go to four schools in 4 years.
Oh my God, that's going to create a complete chaos. That's chaos. Oh, Jesus.
And then you introduce the CHL players now.
Yes, exactly. Yeah.
Right? So I say the 407's wide open for these players now.
Yeah.
But what I would like to see is players try and stick it out with a coach. I get it if you're in your first year and you're not seeing eye to eye with a coach.
Different story.
Go find a new program.
For sure.
But don't go to a third or fourth school.
Yeah. I would agree with your statement there. There's something to be said, and you've seen it too. Like you, obviously those 3 years you kind of walk through, right?
Yeah.
That third year you pick up the system. Hopefully, if you get a team, U14, 15, 16, right, that third year, like you said, that's where you can really hopefully starts to gel, right? And those guys hopefully
minor
stay,
hockey
right?
is a little different too.
Oh yeah.
And you talk about college hockey and now the CHL. These kids really need to pick a school that they feel that they're gonna be worthy of that coach that they're gonna believe in.
Yeah.
Because it's tough. Like at the school that I went to, they're losing their top guys every year to go to like Michigan State or Big Ten schools, right? Because these guys now have nil money.
Yes.
So they can pay these guys.
Damn. Is the coach at with the coaching at like RPI as an example, would they be there pretty consistently? Like, do you see coaches?
So like we just had a coaching change. at RPI. So the Dave Smith that was there for I think 8 years.
Oh, okay.
Got let go.
That's a huge run. Yeah, good.
The coach I had in school was there for 12.
Okay.
Right, and Seth Appert, who's now the assistant coach of the Buffalo Sabres.
Right.
And then the coach they just hired is from AIC, so he built AIC's program in the Atlantic Division there, and now he's taken over for RPI. So, well, I would say most coaches get at least 5 years to try and develop their program, and then from there the school will make a decision.
Figure it out.
But most of the time, like I think the guy at Penn State's been there since they were a club team, like 15 years.
I heard there's more D1 schools that are looking at opening more hockey programs.
Yeah.
Is that right?
Yeah, there's a bunch in the South.
Right. Oh, is that right?
Yeah, like Arizona University's trying to get a team. Okay. Stanford's trying to get a team. USC's trying to get a team.
Oh.
Like LSU, like yeah. So like I think it's you're essentially Division I hockey is going to be like Division I football eventually, where all these schools are going to have hockey programs, which is crazy to think about.
I read a stat. I think every year, every hockey team, D1 hockey program is worth $65 million to the organization or the sports school.
Well, like the big schools is a football program, right?
Of course,
these billions of dollars.
Oh, it's huge. I'm just giving $65 million per season for it sounds like a lot of money. I'm like, oh wow, big coin, right? You're like, well, that's like the football team's like travel budget. You're like, oh right, cool. We're at the DoubleTree this weekend, guys.
Well, it's crazy. Like to see, like I have buddies that are coaching in college hockey in Michigan and Michigan State, and the way they travel private. So like when they're recruiting these CHL kids, like the WHL kids, because the travel and the dub is crazy, right? Huge, like ours isn't too bad. Like our farthest trip is the Sioux,
right?
Just 10 hours, so it's not terrible. But the dub, like every trip's over 8.
Yeah.
So when they're talking to these kids and recruiting them, they're like, yeah, we fly private, we charter every flight. You don't see your gear. Like the trainers set your gear up, you get a sushi and steak dinner on the plane, whatever you want. You show up, let's say you're playing Penn State, we're going to the nicest steakhouse in town for dinner. Damn. Show up the rink next morning, your gear's in the stall, throw it on, pregame skate, right? Like it's NHL, man.
Right, it's pro level. Yeah, and the facilities I've seen some of the like they do a good job of promoting to recruit. But the facilities are beautiful.
Well, Michigan State just put like 45 or 50 million into just their rink.
Right. Oh my God. Fantastic.
Yeah.
The recruiting is different. Like, it must be different. Like, it must be centered around, it has to be around the coaching and the system and the development.
Yeah, right? It's the development, right? Because in college hockey, you're only playing 32 games.
Okay, yeah. Whereas weekends mainly too, right?
Yeah, it's all weekends, right? Yeah. So you're training all week. If you're a bubble guy, you're training all week just to try and get in the lineup.
Right.
Right. If you're a star, you're still training all week, getting your reps in, and then you hit the ice on Friday, Saturday.
So that's different than your schedule is like.
Ours is like we're 65 regular season games,
60 something plus games.
Yeah, right. So it's going to be interesting to see the landscape of our league. Right now, college hockey is the new shiny toy to these CHL kids, right? So you're seeing a lot of these kids take off as true freshmen.
Yeah.
And I get it, like the Martones of the world, who went 6th overall, right? He's not ready for the NHL. He's decided to go to school, right? He'll play against older guys, right? Develop.
Jack left.
Yeah, and Jack's going to school too, right? And I think that right now, like guys like that, so like 07s that are going to be true freshmen, I think right now we're going to see a lot of that. Like true freshmen will go in, and then these guys are going to realize how hard college hockey is.
Yeah, no shit.
And our hope as a league is guys will spend 3-4 years in the OHL.
Yeah.
Get your max development, then go to school.
Yeah, right.
Right. You can sign an NHL contract whenever.
Yeah, of course.
Right. The problem right now is if you go to school, you got 4 years to sign an NHL contract. If you're a draft pick, in our league, you have 2.
Right.
So when you go to college hockey, that window's just opened up another 2 years.
Another 2 years, right? Oh, that's a better runway, actually. And also, like the kids I say kids, like they're 16, 17 years old. Like I'm not just like I'd think with the thought of going away at that age, right? To any school, prep, US, it doesn't matter.
Yeah,
like that's a huge, big ask. You know, that's a family thing, and the individual's gonna be able to like, I'm cool with it.
Yeah,
you know, yeah, the program I think and what the OHL has and what the product has become has been so much better. I think with this opening up.
Yeah, and we're number 1 development league for NHL draft picks, right? So and I think that'll continue.
Yeah,
it's just a matter of holding those guys still in our league,
right?
Because in the past years they couldn't go to college hockey.
No.
Right. So the league's going to have to find a way to keep more of those guys around, which is fine. At the end of the day, is the OHL is a development league. The CHL is a development league.
Yep.
100%. Right. Our goal is to help these guys make the NHL.
Yep.
So if they're with us for 2 years, we got to put everything into them for 2 years. If they're with us for 4, great.
Awesome.
Even better.
For sure.
Right. But you still got to look at it the standpoint of it's a development league.
Yeah.
And we want to help them to the best of our ability. Does it hurt that a kid goes to Michigan State or Michigan? Yeah, absolutely it does.
Oh, sure.
But what's best for the kid? You got to sit back and look at the development.
It's not for everybody,
for the player, right?
Either.
So,
yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, that makes sense. What else? Wow, where I was going to go with this. Let's keep going on with what's happening with Brampton.
Yeah.
And you talked about getting into coaching COVID year.
Yeah.
What was it for you that made you want to get into coaching? Did someone ask you? Were you like, hey, there's an opening, I'm just going to go throw my hat in the ring and deal with crazy parents? Like, what was your thought process, I guess, then?
I think
was it a way to stay in the game? Like,
yeah,
what was
I think
it for you?
when I first retired, I was like, I want a break. Like,
right.
I've been playing for 20 plus years. Like, it's just like, I want to take a break. Right. And,
yeah.
And then I just started like watching hockey again. Like I kind of fell out of love with the game and then fell back in love with it. And
right.
part of the game that I love is the skill development side of things. So I would say I'm more of like a skills coach than a coach.
Yeah.
So like my approach now is skill development, but also within a system when I'm head coach.
Yeah.
And I think it's the same thing that I'll take to Brampton this year. And it's a different way of teaching, right? You're working with high-end NHL draft picks. Like, it's almost like a conversation with the player now.
Right.
What do you need to work on? What do you feel you need to work on? How are you doing in these areas? Let's do some video. Let's watch it, and then let's go out and execute a skill.
Right.
And then when in gameplay, I'll be there for guidance and help. And if you make mistakes, then I'll show you.
Yep.
But it's more let the player run and make the mistakes and then fix it later, whereas in minor hockey, you got to axe it right away because it becomes habits.
Right. Good point.
Right. When a kid does the same thing over and over and over again, and no one corrects it, and there's no accountability in minor hockey, you're doing a disservice to the player's development. So I tried to take, like when I first started coaching, obviously I had to figure out how to communicate with kids. Yeah. And obviously parents.
Sure.
So that was the parent part of the issue. That obviously the kid stuff I really enjoyed, right? So I just the first year I kind of learned, right? Yeah. And
was there a system that you inherit? Like, is there a playbook that you would have liked or a coaching tree? I think I try to draw the correlation. I
think the biggest regret that I have playing in all these different places is not writing stuff down.
Oh, yeah.
So like drills that I loved when I was in Norfolk, or drills that I really liked in Manchester, or development plans that we had when I was at LA's rookie camp, right? It's, but you start thinking about the drills, you're like, oh yeah, I've done that one. Yeah. And then you start writing it down now. As a player, you could have this massive book of stuff.
Sure. Shots.
From where you've been over the years, right? So I've kind of rebuilt that now.
Nice.
And I always go back to it and say, oh, like in 2021, I did this drill and it
that was a good one.
It worked on this skill. This is what I'm looking for right now, right? Perfect. So, I would say I like to have a player coach relationship with the players so they can come to me when they are going through a tough time. Yeah. I think this year is going to be different too because I'll be able to have more of a relationship with the player. Yeah. I'm not a head coach.
Right. Of course. So how did you get into Brampton with your first gig?
Yeah, so I like JR, like the head coach. I told you the story about bailing on him as a 16-year-old, right? And, we have always kind of stayed in touch. Yeah. And he asked me last year, we were playing golf at Pulpit.
Oh, nice. Yeah.
And he asked me if I'd be interested in doing like a skills role with the Steelheads, and it's like, tell me more. Like, what's it look like? And I like immediately day one, I fell in love with it.
Cool.
And I was only supposed to go out like 2 or 3 times a week. I was there for morning skate and practice almost every day that I wasn't on shift at fire.
Damn, wow.
So and then I was starting to do games. I would go to the games, work upstairs on the iPad.
Okay.
Go in between periods, show some guys some clips, work on like show face-off stuff. Like,
nice.
And then I started going on the road with them. Like I did an Ottawa trip with them. I did a North Bay trip with them.
Doing the same things.
Same thing.
Okay.
And just like, I just really enjoyed it.
That's amazing.
I had first experience in the OHL. Right. College hockey guy.
Yes.
Didn't really know like much about the OHL. So last year was like a big learning curve.
Yeah, for sure.
And then the opportunity came up and it was hard to not turn it down.
Of course.
Right?
Jared, let's do this thing. 100%.
So,
how does Jim break up the assistant coaching? Because I've seen him on the bench. He's got a great command of what he's doing. It seems like anyway. He does a good job.
Yeah, he's awesome.
But how does he break up? I guess the duties or responsibilities across the
so like
guys?
I'll be in charge of the forwards.
Okay.
The biggest thing as an assistant coach is reiterating JR's message.
Yeah.
But it's my job to reiterate it.
Yeah. Right.
Our development plan, like essentially in Brampton, if you're in high school, you're in class from 8 to 11:50 at Philip Pocock.
Mm-hmm.
Then they'll come in for lunch and then they'll work out and then we'll practice at 2:30.
Okay.
If you're not in high school, we only have 5 guys this year in high school. If you're not in high school, you come in from 10 to 11, work with your positional coach. So I'll do the forwards. We'll do on-ice skills from 10 to 11. They'll work out from 11:30 to 12:30, eat lunch, and then I meet with each forward individually.
Oh, nice.
So it's a long day for the kids, right? If you're in school, you're 8 to 5 at the rink, or 8 to 5 day, right? 8 to 11 in class, and then get to the rink, and you're usually leaving 5:30, and then if you're a non-high school guy, you're at the rink from 10 to 5. Yeah, like in the month of December and January, we had 5 guys go to World Juniors, so we were without those guys for 6 weeks or whatever it was. Yeah. And then on top of that, we had like 5 more injuries, so we had 10 guys out of the lineup.
Yeah, I remember seeing some of the guys with the jerseys. My daughter's like, "Who's that?" I'm like,
"Yeah, I remember the one game we had like 4 or 5 guys in the lineup with cages on."
Is that right?
Yeah. And the OHL had a meeting like about us. Like, it's
right?
like your rule. Like, what are you talking about? We want them to wear a cage. Like,
we got to do it. Like, what are you gonna do about it? That's hilarious.
Yeah, man. You don't want us to play because we have 5 cages in the lineup.
Right. Like, give you a break.
But it was a good opportunity for guys, right? Mm-hmm. Like, it was a really good opportunity for younger players in our organization that are draft picks, or even some of the APs that we signed that weren't drafted and they came up for a couple games.
Right.
The one kid we signed on D, Graham McCauley, was a captain of the Milton Menace and the OJ. He played for me with the 05s.
Okay. Yeah.
So, like, we needed a D-man. He's a really good D-man. He's been captain in Milton for a couple of years. Right. Brad Tilger was their equipment manager before he came to us. Gave the kid opportunity, and he ended up playing like 6 or 7 games with us. And
no-brainer.
Yeah, like it was a great opportunity for that kid, right? Yeah, and it was a great opportunity for the other kids. So when we go into camp this year, it'll be interesting to see some of these guys at camp, how they're going to look.
That's a good point.
Over a year of development, right?
Yeah, right.
Because the change from a 17-year-old or a 16 to 17-year-old is massive.
That's huge.
But even then 17 to 18, you still like the maturity, the body.
Oh, sure.
Right? And they're still kids, man. We still look at, they're still kids.
They're still kids.
Like, and we got some 20-year-olds that are still kids.
Right.
Like,
yeah, exactly.
You know what I mean? Like,
they are.
At the end of the day is like, they're still kids that are maturing and developing. And
big time.
And a lot of these guys, like, unless you're super talented and special, like Connor McDavid and the Connor Bedards of the world, you're probably not going to make the NHL until you're 23, 24 years old.
Right.
So what are you doing in that pathway, right? And it brings you back to that whole college hockey talk.
Where are these kids going to come from? Like, they're already in this, like, if there were 10 new D1 programs, like, we're just, I guess, where are they coming from?
Well, I guess, typically when these programs are starting, so you look at like Penn State, and you look at Arizona State. So Arizona State's first year Division I was my senior year in college hockey.
Okay.
We went down to Arizona State.
Yeah.
We beat them game 1, 8-1.
Was it the Mellon Arena? Is that the place?
No. This time they were playing at like a AAA rink. Like, it was like an old little barn, like one side seating. Like, Mullet wasn't even around.
Wow.
Right? They still had half their club team and guys that were starting our crew. So
right.
Game 1, we beat them 8-1.
Right.
We go out. We have Saturday off. It's American Thanksgiving.
Oh.
We go out with Arizona State.
Right.
The next morning or next day, we play them at night. We lose 2-1 in overtime. There were some heavy legs.
I was gonna say, yeah.
There were some heavy legs.
Yeah, college football's around that time too. Going out, that's a good time.
Yeah, it was fun. So like that's how they start. They start with their half their club roster and start slowly bringing guys in. Like Penn State's the same way. Now they're a powerhouse, right?
Wow,
like,
interesting. What else do you want to talk about, man? This is like
the company, we do all the Georgetown minor hockey development head to toe in the wintertime.
Fantastic.
Yeah, so we do all the way from the house league to U18 AA and everything between.
Oh, that's great.
And we've got about 10 AAA teams that we work with over the summer.
Good
and then
for
we
you
run
guys.
drop-in sessions.
Yes.
During the week. So I think usually on Tuesday, Thursdays, we'll run in drop-ins. This year will be 11s and 12s.
Yeah.
We'll try to stay away from the older guys. Just they got a lot going on with the draft and stuff, right? So try and build that relationship with parents and players.
Maybe share some of your best memories as a kid. Like think of you go back playing or going on roadies or whatever.
Yeah, honestly, I think my favorite memories are just the bus rides, playing cars in the back and just enjoying time together. Like it's the biggest thing I miss. I don't miss playing. I miss being with the guys in the room and on the road. Yeah. Which is kind of cool that I'm going back to that now.
Totally, yeah. I was gonna say you're right back into it. Yeah.
Right? But then like now my new teammates are my coaching staff.
Yeah.
Right. And obviously then I have like more of a responsibility with the players, right? So
of course, yeah.
Yeah, obviously like first college goal and stuff like that.
Totally,
like awesome. We had a massive bench clearing brawl in school.
That was
pretty fun. Mayor's Cup in front of 15,000 people at the Times Union Center against Union College.
Oh, shit. Wow.
Yeah, it was
bench
wild.
clearing.
Bench
Both are done.
Coaches going at it center ice.
For real?
Yeah. It was wild. And it was mayhem.
Wow.
Like mayhem. Like that. And that was the year they won the national championship.
My God. That's
bench
huge.
clearing. Like we won, like we beat them.
Right.
And they were just, like cheap shot at one of our guys, and we were going out to celebrate, and then a brawl started, and all of a sudden everyone's on the ice, and I'm flying around just throwing punches. And I look over my shoulder, and there's apps at center ice with their coach, like their coach is trying to pound them. We've got our little video guy trying to hold that. Like it's just, if you look it up, like RPI versus Union Mayor's Cup brawl, like it was
hilarious.
Mayhem. Man.
Wow, man.
Mayhem. Oh yeah. Yeah.
Fantastic, man. Well, thanks so much for doing this.
It, John.
I know you're a super busy guy, and I appreciate you doing it.
Yeah, no worries.